this is Ebonygeek. You're always welcome to join me in expanding your knowledge base. Comments are always welcome, and please subscribe. Hello, I'm Ebonygeek45, and today is a great day to learn something. And again, of course, my apologies about the fan. Yada yada yada, it's hot, no air conditioner. Okay, I know it's loud, I do apologize. Today we're going to jump into includes, or a very simplified way of explaining includes to you, because really it's a little early in the tutorial to even be explaining includes, but I'm taking the code we have piece by piece in order to explain it to you quickly so that you understand what this code is doing when we go into it later on. So I'm going to bring this over a little bit. Okay, now what you will see when you go to your header file, you see include Arduino.h. .h means that this is a header file. We are also in a header file. It's called Blinky1.h. Blinky.h is actually calling Arduino's header file. Arduino.h is a class. It's a class that our Blinky program is pulling into its program here. Okay, in order to use some of the functions that's already set up for us by the Arduino people that's set up in the header file. What it's doing is giving you a whole lot of freebies and nice stuff to use, and I'll show you that when we get back into the C++ file. So what this file is doing is pulling in the Arduino.h file. There's a whole lot of other stuff going on under the hood, but this is the header file that we're pulling. It's right here. So let's go to the .cpp file, which is our source file for our main class here, in which this is our main class here. Now notice, we bring our Arduino.h file into this file. It may not be needed. Here's just something I do, because I do know a lot of times when you don't include it, there'll be a problem because it doesn't pull the way it want to pull. So I just bring it over. It couldn't hurt anything. We have our Blinky1.h, if you'll notice. Okay, so what that is saying is we're pulling from our header file. Okay, if you don't add your include for your Blinky1.h, and this was auto-generated here. So, and that's what this comment is saying. Do not remove the include below. Why? Because if you remove this include below, it's not going to be able to read from its header file, which also has this Arduino.h in it. It's not going to be able to read from the predefined code that is set up in the header file that we just saw. This is needed. That's why they're commenting, do not remove the include below. If you do, you're just going to have a whole lot of problems because they have it set up the way it needs to be set up. Okay, I'll bring over the Arduino.h because I don't like problems. So that's how we get our include file. Now, like I said, I know that you probably don't understand what I'm saying, but if you continue to follow along, this stuff will come together a little bit more. I did try to explain it the best way I could without confusing you, but this is something that needs to be going over with so that you understand that header files is very important. I will always just bring over the Arduino.h file because it's full of stuff that we need, and also include the class file because that's libraries that you just need. I know I threw the libraries word in there, but that's what an include for Arduino is. It's a library. Don't dwell too much on that. Just know that it's going to make the programs work the way it's supposed to work. So this is a very short one, but I needed to go over and include so that you understand a little bit and how it's important that they're added, because if you miss this Arduino H class or you make a mistake and delete it, or the Blinky1.h class, or you make a mistake and delete it, all of your code is just not going to work. It's that important. Just remember, if you're running into problems where you're having just all kinds of issues here because these is not showing up the way it's supposed to, and actually, let me go ahead and give you an example. So let's try showing what will happen if we don't have any includes here. So let's go ahead and do a multiple line comment. Remember, that's the slash and the asterisk, then the closing slash and the asterisk. So now we have no includes, right? It's not including to the Blinky.h class that we have. It's not including to our Arduino H. And actually you can already see there's problems already here. Why? Because it can't pull from its functions. Now remember when I did the control space bar? When you do it now, I could hit that all day long and ain't nothing gonna happen. Well, something happened here. It's actually causing my program not to respond. It tried to come up as you saw, but then it couldn't. And what came up was no template proposal. So the IDE tried. It tried. It looked for it. It even tried to bring it up. But because your include files are not there for it to pull from the predefined functions, okay? Arduino has predefined functions in it. Since it couldn't pull from the predefined functions, it couldn't find the Blinky.h that we have set up, which is our header file for our C++ file. It couldn't do anything, so it stopped trying. Okay, so let's say we tried to upload it. No completions available. Right here, we're getting all kinds of stuff that we wouldn't normally get. Okay, when you go to your problems folder, you see invalid arguments, symbol high could not be resolved. Of course it couldn't. Low couldn't be resolved. Of course it couldn't, because it doesn't have a statement here that's working. Okay, so let's go ahead and unblock our includes, because like I was saying, they're just that important. So we're going to unblock our includes. Automatically, you saw the errors just went away. Okay, they're gone. We didn't even have to verify. We didn't have to hit any buttons. They just went away. Okay, so when we verify, oh, it's already showing no problems. So once you include the way you need to, and it's seeing the includes, the problems all went away. So includes are very important. Okay, and with the basic examples, all we need is the Arduino.h and the header file for the actual class that we're using, because this is our main class that we're working in. I think I proved the importance of header files, what you may run to if you forget or delete them. We're done with explaining includes for that very simplified explanations. Includes is a very, very important, very powerful tool. Why? Because it allows you to reuse code. It allows you to modularize with coding. And so later on, in more advanced tutorials, I'll explain the importance of includes. A little later, you'll begin to see how much power includes allow you to have. But right now, at this very basic point, we want to just say, let's make sure to keep our includes in there. Have a great rest of your day. Today was a great day to learn something. Happy tinkering, happy coding. Bye-bye. I'm Ebonygeek, and I hope that the information provided has been helpful to you. Please remember to subscribe. Happy building and happy coding.